welcome y'all. Another episode of the Face on You podcast, man. Let's get into it. Y'all already know what it do. What's up? Everything is up. Episode 455. Episode 455, bro. Come on now. We almost halfway. Come on, halfway to 500. Let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it, man. Shout out to y'all, all supporters, man. Much love to you guys. Old viewers, new viewers, man. Make sure you continue to tap into the content. Let's get right into it, y'all. Let's get right into it. Hey, man, it's a lot that has gone on that I've been eager and ready to talk about. Instagram maps being number one on the list. Come on now. That's my problem with social media apps now. Like, all of them are biting off each other, for real. Like, and I miss the days with social media. Like, Instagram was Instagram for Instagram. You know, Facebook did what it did. Twitter did what it did. You know, Snapchat did what it did. But now, like, you're in the space of just, you know what I'm saying, everybody's trying to do what everybody's doing. Just like how Instagram changed their format kind of to, like, TikTok. Or, like, how Vine, you know, how Vine, TikTok got influence from Vine. Or Snapchat started doing stuff. And this Instagram maps remind me of Snapchat. Like, it reminds me of what Snapchat did. But, like, nah, that's creepy as well, too. Like, creepy and dangerous. Like, I don't believe in everybody should just be sharing each other's location. That's dangerous. That can get you in the blend and the mix real quick. Instagram maps is no good, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you just looking at the location. Somebody got hatred for a person, out to get somebody. You just never know. And then, like, for it to just kind of like automatically be turned on, you never know anybody's situation. And I just think it's like weird. Like, if that's not your family member, somebody close to you or anything, nobody should really have your location. You know what I'm saying? They get you with that because, like, as soon as you open your app, like, say if you like delete it and you regain the app, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna ask you to, like, allow or don't allow. A lot of us probably just press allow and don't even know what we pressing. You know what I'm saying? Like, or it'll say only once or something like that. But, like, not noticing you giving your location up. You feel me? Like, Snapchat does it all the time. As soon as you open Snapchat up and it say if you just downloaded it back, it's going to ask you those questions. You feel me? Like, but Instagram maps, no go, bro. I'm not feeling the new update, bro, at all. Like I said, I miss social media when it was just social media for itself. Everybody had its thing. Like, I remember I loved the platform like Uvu, bro. Like, Uvu did what it did. Then you had MySpace. That did what it did. You know what I'm saying? Then you had these other, you know, entities. Even Facebook back then did what it did. It spoke to a certain demographic. You know what I'm saying? They, like, that's why Twitter was unique for such a long time as well, too. Because, like, nobody really has the format of Twitter. But I remember the Tumblr days. That was, you know what I'm saying? That was unique in itself as far as social media. Like, that was dope as well, too. But, like, I just think that when you get mixed in with all these different social media apps and y'all trying to compete and y'all kind of still invite all each other, you know what I'm saying, it water downs, you know what I'm saying, it takes away from the originality of the actual platform. So, like, Instagram maps, I'm not really feeling that. I don't really need to see anybody else's location, bro. And I also feel like that's going to be dangerous. That's another tool for somebody to get caught in certain situations. I just don't see it to be a good thing ultimately, bro. Oh, man. I just seen the clips, y'all. I just seen the clips of Eddie Murphy discussing his favorite movies and, you know, some of his cult classics. What he said, and shout out to Speedy, man. Shout out to Speedy because he's one of the very great interviewers we have right now. And I like how he kind of is personable too as well too, but also professional. Great interview with Eddie Murphy, but Eddie Murphy talked about his most classic or his best movies. He mentioned Nutty Professor, which I agree with. He mentioned Coming to America, I agree with. He mentioned 48 Hours as in like a Mount Rushmore of his top five or his top five. He mentioned and then he mentioned Shrek, which I agree with too. Now, the other two I don't agree with because he said 48 Hours or Dreamgirls. And maybe from his perspective. But, like, from my perspective, I was looking at Eddie Murphy, greatest movies, it has to be in the top five is Life, for sure. Boomerang should be in there. and Harlem Nights should definitely be in there. Especially Harlem Nights and Life should be in Eddie Murphy's top 5 movies of all time, bro. And honestly, bro, I don't care how nobody feel about that. Norbit, with my wine cooler. Norbit, bro, is a classic, bro. Don't get it twisted. Norbit is a classic. Then we got like Eddie Murphy's range, bro, is crazy because you got Dr. Doolittle. You got then you go into more family range. You got Daddy Daycare. Then you go to the classics. You got Beverly Hills Cop. Like Eddie Murphy got movies and hits, bro. Like don't get it twisted. But like in a top 5 Eddie Murphy movies, bro, it has to be Life and Harlem Nights have to be in there. Boomerang should be in there. Coming to America and Shrek. I feel like Shrek, and he spoke to this in his interview. Shrek is like debatably one of his greatest movies just because of the range. It spoke to it was family, and then it like love in a character and an animation. That's how you know you are a different type of actor, bro. When you could do those type of films and your voice take over the whole film, like what it, you know what I'm saying, like in your narration, fire, bro. Shrek is one of them classics of all time. But my personal favorite of Eddie Murphy is Life and Harlem Nights. Like I watched them a million times over. But yeah, I feel like he has, and that's something too. Like honestly, I don't think that's a hot take, but I think Eddie Murphy is a top 5 actor of all time too, debatably, for real. Like people don't really talk about Eddie Murphy's in the top 5 or top 10 enough for me. Because if you look at from not a comedic standpoint and what he did in stand up, but when you look at from movies and then you talk about shows and essence, like what he's done, like Eddie Murphy, bruh, range. We talk about Denzel Will Smith. He's in that convo as well too. Like we don't jump over Eddie. And then shout out to Charlie Murphy because he spoke to like how they made Norbit, bruh. Norbit is one of the most funniest movies ever, but star casted as well too. But nobody could do it with Eddie. I mean, not saying people haven't done it, but he set the groundwork. Him and Richard Pryor for those type of characters and playing multi-faceted characters in films, being successful at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, nah. Because later down the line, Martin started to do it, of course, but Eddie set that foundation for that comedic actor, and then going into different bags, bro. Yeah, Eddie Murphy 101. But my favorite movies are his. Yeah, have to include Life and Harlem Nights, bro. It has to, bro. Boomerang is in there too for y'all who really know films. Boomerang is definitely in there though. Since we talking about like the culture, BET Hip Hop and Soul Train Awards suspended indefinitely. This comes as a surprise, but not really. Like the reason why I say not really, and the reason why I have a problem with this as well, we need to do a better job supporting, the Hip Hop and Soul Train Awards. We always talk about all, the Grammys. We talk about the Oscars. We talk about all these other platforms. But when it comes to the culture and when it comes to talking about things that we need to discuss and also have people that are nominated that are actually going to, that need and deserve to be nominated, these are the places we need to go. But we don't support our own, and that be the problem. Like we talk about how we be getting, slighted in award shows and all this other stuff, but you got the BET Hip Hop and Soul Train Awards, got you all in the categories, and a lot of you guys win. But a lot of you guys probably don't even show up for the actual award show. You feel me? So, like, in recent years, of course, there's going to be a decline in, popularity, viewership, all that stuff because y'all are not supporting your own. And that's really the problem as well, too. It's like a double-edged sword. We scream on this side about how we're slighted in these other platforms, but we don't go to the platforms that support us. So, it's like, that's tough, bro. It's tough. Offset recently has been having an amazing rollout. His album's about to come out August 22nd. It's been a lot of new music lately, bro. And I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. But before I get to new music, I want to talk about what Migos rank all time. Because we do have these discussions and these debates about, like hip hop stuff. You know what I'm saying? But also, we do have debates about the all-time great groups and cliques of all time. And I think that Migos, bro, and this not just speaking from just recent, Migos deserves to be top 10, but for me, they could be top 5 as well too. They have transcended the culture too. Their sound transcended the whole era as well too. Like, so respecting them as well too. You have all the other legendary groups that I would say are deservingly so that can be before them in the top 5, such as a Outkast, such as a Run DMC, NWA, Wu-Tang Clan. You know what I'm saying? You can say Bone Thugs and Harmony, which is one of my favorites as well too. Like, we can go down the list. There's so many groups, the Locks. Like, I'll be going on and on and on. But I feel like what the Migos have done in the era, they've transitioned, transcended the whole sound and culture, fashion. Like, Migos, where I would rank them, I would probably have them 5 for my personal favorites. Like, for me, I feel like Outkast is a nod over them. I feel like the Locks that's difficult, but I would debate their placement as well too. But if I'm going legendary, Run DMC, NWA, one of my favorites. Wu-Tang Clan is probably one of my favorites, top tier favorites, and Bone Thugs and Harmony. But like, outside of that, I feel like it's a toss up with the other groups, because you got so many other rap groups, bro. And I don't want to be disrespecting just because I didn't name any, but those that come to mind. But Migos, bro, I don't know. They deserve their credit too. And also, man, I already know this album about to be crazy. And speaking of new music, bro, hey, it's been a lot of great music coming out lately. Clips with their album, Freddie Gibbs with Alfredo 2. Now you have Jid, you have Gunna album. Man, Jid and Gunna put on a performance, bro. For real, this weekend. For real, dropping hits and also really just good quality music, bro. This Jid album is phenomenal. Like, his last album was phenomenal as well. Him as an artist, bro, and him dropping this art, I love that it's showcasing, and he's starting to get his credit and flowers, because he's tough, bro. Jid, when I think of Jid as far as like artistry and what he does, I'm thinking he reminds me of like Wayne, Kendrick, and Cole. You know what I'm saying? All in one. And it's tough too, because he can not only just rapidy rap, and his rapping ability is top tier, he can make a song. He can make art. And his albums are reflective of that. The Forever Story was, bruh, phenomenal. Now this album right here, bruh, God Does Like Ugly, fire, bruh. Jid is showcasing that he's the next one. He is the one. It's not even saying next one. He is the one. So, you know what I'm saying? Some of my favorites from there, I feel like if I was to give it a rating, 9.5 or a 10 out of 10, I'm going to say 10 out of 10. Because I really like this album from the beginning, from the intro to the outro. And it was versatile as well, too. He just didn't rapidy rap. You know, like sometimes that rappers that do that, they can get lost in that, and kind of the song making ability be off a little bit, because you're just trying to just strictly go bars. But sometimes you have to be able to create a song with the bars, bro. Like, make actual music. So, but he did, bro. My favorite tracks is Community. Malice got another almost verse of the year right there. Malice went stupid. They went crazy. Glory is one of my favorite tracks. G's, VCRs, Vince Staples don't get enough credit, bro. Vince Staples is one of them ones, bro. One of them ones, bro. He been for a while. I love that song and the substance of that song and the content. Of Blue is my favorite song on here, bro. He went crazy, bro. JID is different. For Keeps, You Ugly, the intro with Westside Gun. Come on now. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, bro. Like, the vibes on this album is there. It's from the intro to the outro. 57 minutes, 15 songs. Come on now. Like, not only is it quality, it's not that much quantity, and that's kind of what I like as well too. You know, sometimes your sound can be oversaturated for how many tracks you have. Now, moving on to Gunna, who had 25 tracks, Gunna is different. For real, for real. I don't care what y'all sit here and say about Gunna, bro. This man ability to make music, to make quality music, to make hit songs, to make vibe songs, you feel me? Like it's unmatched. He don't got to talk about drill. He ain't got to talk about shoot 'em up. He ain't got to talk about none of it. It's the flow. It's the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like his music gives a certain type of aura and vibe to it. You feel me? Like it's chill. I want to go get money. I want to relax. I want to be out on the beach, on the ocean, bro. Getting money, chilling with the folks. You know what I'm saying? Doing certain stuff. But it don't have to be in the realms of no, you know what I'm saying, no hood or drill music. Gunna is different, bro. And I see what y'all saying out here about Gunna and his you know, production being repetitive. Bro, one thing we can count on with Gunna is he's going to make quality good music. So y'all can sit here and say that this music and album is fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think two things can kind of be true as well. Like sometimes the production could be repetitive if you feel like that, but that's Gunna's sound. But the music is never going to fall off. This man Gunna ability to make music and the run he's been on, bro, since 2020. And even before that. Like, let's talk about before that when he took off. You know what I'm saying? With Spinning Addiction, with Drip Season 3. Then you going into Wanna, which I feel like his is my favorite album from. Then you get Drip or Drown 2. Then we go on to DS Forever. Then of recent years, he just dropped the 2023, dropped Gift and the Curse. That's a classic, instant classic. You feel me? Like 101, he just came out with the last one. Like, bruh, he's been consistent, bro, for real. Gunna has been very consistent, and it shows in the music, bro. Like, that's one thing you can't deny with him is his talent and the ability to make music, bro, and make good quality songs. Y'all can't, I don't care what y'all say. You can't name me a bad Gunna song. I haven't heard it. For real. I haven't heard it. And that speaks to his greatness, for real. The last one of my favorite songs on here, Just Say That, speaks to a lot of the stuff that's going on. Skyface, Sackford, whatever you call it, that jump was fire. That's my favorite jump. GP, At My Purest, featuring Offset. They need to do us a favor. We need an Offset and Gunna album immediately. That collab album would be fire. Their sounds kind of go very well and mesh well together in music, bro. Every time they make a song, yeah, it go. Again, I like the track with him and Burna Boy. It's a wild track, but that's actually a vibe. And Endless, bro. Both of these albums are 10 for 10 for me, bro. And I know it's early. For me, it's really 10 for 10, bro. It's good quality music through and through. Then you got other projects that dropped. Bryson Tiller, he dropped a new album, but also he did like a this one, this two. This two. I feel like it's just a mixture of vibes, and it's lit. I mess with this Bryson Tiller album so far, but he dropped this two, which is kind of awkward, but it's tough because I think this one is gonna have a different vibe. But this joint is like a party chill vibe, but like very Bryson Tiller. But that joint go for real. It's a track that he got with Rick Ross. That's going crazy, bro. Then you got Young Nudy, bro. Come on, shout out to Nudy. I really mess with Nudy. He's another consistent rapper that don't get enough credit. I feel like he's still underrated. He get his credit from his fans, but give Nudy his credit, bro, because Nudy's since Nudy land, bro, consistent as can be. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, to Slime Near, to all his projects he's dropped, bro. I've been a Nudy fan since Nudy land, bro. But yeah, good. He just dropped the album Paradise. You know what I'm saying? I like the track with him and Lotto. I like the track Sugar, Fire. The track BTA, the joint he got with 21 and Project, bro. Come on now. It's been so much music, bro. It's been that's what I will say. It's been so much music. It's been hard to actually, you know what I'm saying, get into all of the music and the albums. Like, you really got to take your time to listen because a lot of things become playlists because it be so much, bro. It kind of gets you a little anxious because it's just like it's so much music and you trying to get to it all, but you can't listen to all at once. So, but that's a good thing too. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing too. Man, let's get into football, bro. Let's get into football. What you talking about? What we talking about? It's Shedeur time. It's Shedeur time. It's perfect timing. What we talking about, bruh? He's done this on every level, bruh. He has the talent. He's a top 2 quarterback in this draft. Other than Cam Ward, it was no quarterback better than him. And he's going to show that. He's going to prove a lot of you guys wrong out here. And a lot of haters are silent. I don't care if it's a preseason game, bruh. Because at the end of the day, the cards that he's dealt with, he's performing. And he's going to prove a lot of y'all wrong. Him being listed as 4th string when he's better than honestly all of the quarterbacks. Joe Flacco, yes, he's a veteran, but his time has passed him. Let's be honest. Shedeur was a 1st round pick. We see the reasons why you guys had chose to blackball him. One of the reasons why is the prime equity clause that he has in his contract, which a lot of people don't know about, that offer merchandise, his brand, his likeness, his TV deals, the impact, all that stuff play a part. So for instance, when his $250 million jerseys are selling out right now, he's getting a big chunk of percentage of that, probably making more than his contract is worth. So look here. Prime, shout out to Prime and shout out to Shedeur. He's going to continue to prove y'all wrong. 14 out of 23, two touchdowns. 2 touchdowns, poise in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? The ability to escape, the ability to get out the pocket, the ability to throw on the run, throwing dots, bro. And this is just only the beginning. Shame to y'all to continue to doubt this boy, bro. He ain't do nothing wrong but perform on this field. And I feel like y'all forgetting that he got the best quarterback award just in college last year. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's be real about what's going on here. We see the play. We see what's going on. We see his own organization against him. We see the NFL against him. You know what I'm saying? We see the NFL against Prime. Come on now. We see the writing on the wall. Let's give him a fair shot at this. Because no, he shouldn't be 4th listed. And when he's given his opportunity to get on the field, he's shown that he's going to perform. Yes, this is one game. But I feel like you continue to give him this opportunity, these games are going to pile up, and he's going to be starting, which he deserves to. And Shedeur out here stepping. Look, one thing I will say, keep football, keep the main thing. But yeah, I do agree with him in a way. Like, hey, look here. Y'all don't got nothing positive to say about me. You always saying something negative about me. I can check you in a way too. We can talk as men and adults at the same time as well too. I mess with Shedeur, and you can see how his foundation and how he was raised. You know what I'm saying? It shows in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? The ability to cut out the noise and just go out there and perform, bro. We got to give credit when the credit is due, bro. So shout out to Shedeur. I am rooting for him, bro. I don't know how you cannot root for honestly not root for him. Every time he get on that field, he perform. Like, keep the main thing. You don't hear no drama about him. You don't hear none of that, bro. He just a confident young man that know his worth and know he can play the game. Come on now. Like, shout out to Shedeur. I'm excited to see what's about to happen. And also, let's give credit when credit is due, because when he was in that game, I know them numbers went crazy. I know them numbers was going crazy off a preseason game and off a slated 5th round, fourth string quarterback to y'all. Come on now. Like, let's go. What God got in store for you, bro, when God has something in store for you, nobody can stop that. Nobody can stop your wave. It's already written. All you got to do is do your part. So everybody out there that's hating on him, just know it's already in God's plan what's going to happen. For real. Like, that be the problem with people, bro. People be so envious and throw hate out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just, you know what I'm saying, like showing love. It's not that difficult. But you know the world we live in. You know that. Man, my hot takes for the day. Let's get it, y'all. My hot takes for the day. First, man, I look at you weird if you sit next to me when it's mad seats open. Like, you weird. If you, it's mad seats open. I don't know you know nothing, but it's mad seats open. I'm sitting right here, and you just choose to sit right next to me. Come on now. Come on now. The personal space. I feel the same way about the parking lot. I feel the same way. It's mad open spots in the parking lot. Whole lot open. I'm chilling. About to get out the car. You park right next to me so I can't even open my door. I know you lying. I know you lying, bro. People just be doing stuff, bro. Do not sit next to me if it's mad seats open. And don't park next to me if it's the whole lot open, bro. Like, some people just be looking for attention, bro. I be like, bro, you can't be serious. I don't even know what's the logic out of this. What is the logic, bro? Crazy, bro. And my other hot take, let's get to it. I feel like if you can't parallel park, you can't really park. And let me add more to that. If you can't parallel park, you can't really drive. Both. I'm say both is my hot take. If you can't parallel park, you can't really park. And I know certain places, certain areas, certain cities, certain locations are different. I get it. But parallel parking, bro, I look at certain people different, and when I see them, they learn how to parallel park. Cause I mean, where I'm from, I had to learn it. I had to get to it. But bro, I've seen people try to parallel park, but it do not end well, bro. I done seen bumper cars, boom, 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 boom. Bumper cars, boy. Yeah, if you can't parallel park, bro, I don't truly think you can park or you can drive, bro. I mean, driving is different, so I that's why I said park first, because driving is just like, you could probably drive, but parking, may not be good at. Like, honestly, I don't know how people in San Francisco park. I was in San Francisco recently, bro. People parking on the hill. I'm talking about the hill that's going down. Like, I don't even know how the car even don't slide down the hill. It's crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like that, ever. Like, it still don't even make sense to me. Like, I don't even understand how cities are even set up this way. That was the craziest thing I ever experienced. I'm going down the hill. Like, I feel like I'm in the car, but I feel like I'm about to fall down the hill. People park in these areas. I'm like, nah. Hell no. So, shout out to them. Every location is different. But I feel like if you can't parallel park, you can't really park, bro. Can't really park, bro. Nah. That ain't in your forte. Parking, you're not good at parking. Okay? All right. Another hot take. And the reality of today, no one really needs 24 access to their phones. It is just another form of addiction. I completely agree. And I'm guilty. I completely agree. I am guilty too, bro. Because when I wake up in the morning before I do anything, what do? Check my phone. And more times out of not, I'm checking on any of these social media apps that I have access to. Or my messages. It's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like my age where I'm at as far as a millennial, like, I had a good blend of growing up without a phone as well too, without technology. And I do remember those days without it and how beneficial it was for me, socially as well too. You know what I'm saying? Just going outside, going out to play, you know what I'm saying? Depended upon, my actions or what I had going on out there. I had to make it back home knowing I ain't have access to a phone. You know what I'm saying? Back then you had pay phones, but also you had house phones. But if you out and about and we definitely should have a good balance, because I do feel like how much access we have to our phones, it becomes an addiction. When you looking at your phone, you see how many watch hours or how much time you was on your phone, bro. It'd be like, bro, what? Or how much screen time. You be like, you feel me? Like that right there should hit you. It's just like, sometimes take a moment to, you know what I'm saying? Like, put the phone up and start. I'm guilty of it. I completely agree. But I feel like at a certain point, we shouldn't have access to our phones. You know what I'm saying? I know things happen, but like, I feel like it should be a balance. But yeah, at a certain point, it does become an addiction because you're on it so much. You're so accustomed to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can become that. Because at the end of the day, you like, I would never thought growing up we would be in a world where we checking our phones before we brush our teeth or do anything else in the morning. Like, but that's where we at. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at. Yeah, but those my hot takes. Y'all share y'all hot takes. Y'all let me know. Fact or cap, y'all? Fact or cap? Okay? Leftovers should be 8 by day 2. So fact or cap, leftovers should be done and eaten by day 2. I don't know, bro. It's some leftovers. I'll say day 2 is a good. I think that's a good. You know what I'm saying? But day 3, I go to day 3, depending on what the meal is too. That does depend. But yeah, leftovers you should eat leftovers by day 2 or day 3 for sure. So I think that's a fact on it. Especially like certain say for instance Chipotle. Chipotle is better like fresh. You know what I'm saying? So like day 2 is like the cap on that. You feel me? Like that should be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? But it depends on the food. So like seafood, certain type of seafood, that needs to be fresh. You might not even want to mess with that day 2. You know what I'm saying? The best leftover food most times is like cookout food. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But that even should have a 2 to 3 day limit too. You know what I'm saying? But like that type of food. But certain food is just not. It get like certain food you put in a microwave, it get rubbery. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, that's a fact. Leftovers should be eaten by day 2 for sure. Excuse me, y'all. Hey, man, moving forward. Hey, should you always bring something at the family event? Should you always bring something at the family event? I think yes. I think you should not come empty-handed at a family event, cookout, or function. You should have something, whether that be ice, whether that be drinks, you know what I'm saying, whether that be a entree, whether that be a dessert. You have to come. You can't come empty-handed. Not at a black family event. You shouldn't. Yes, you have some that do. Yeah, I mean, there's not really wrong with it because you do have certain family members that just take care of the food. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do have those situations. So, get that. But, yeah. Like, in our family, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? In our family, that's what we do. We don't come empty-handed. We come with something. You know what I'm saying? Like, or especially if it's holiday, like, you know, with gifts or anything like that, we there. But my family's pretty good with that, bro. Like, we don't really come empty-handed. Or if not, we contribute in some type of way. Whatever that may be, we contribute in some type of way. So that's definitely important for a cookout or a function. Another one, for a cookout or a function with your family event, should +1s automatically get in? Now, that's a good question because you have certain situations where you have family friends, bro. I like, especially in my family, especially my brothers, my friends, and I know my cousins, they're close friends and stuff like that. Yeah. So I do feel like in my family in particular, yes, you should automatically get +1s, but also read the room. You feel me? I've had situations where a lot of people haven't read the room, and hypothetically, if I bought somebody, but the other person somebody else bought, they don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? And then you run into that. So, like, sometimes it may not be a guarantee that +1s or other people should be invited to the family event. You should read the room and know, you know what I'm saying, who all gonna be there. That's the question that needs to be asked. Who all is going to be there? Because it get crazy if you know what I'm saying. You don't act right up in a certain family event. It can get wild. Man, that's real. Man, amazing episode of the Phase of You podcast. But before we get out of here, I had a question that I didn't, talk about in the music category. But has Gunna surpassed Thug musically? For me, I would say of recent because Thug hasn't been as active. And if we're talking about consistent and quality music, like Gunna has been one of the best, the top 3, top 5 best rappers the last 5 years. But overall, Thug, I still think Thug is a legend, and I think that he still has better music. He has more hits, But of recent years, I do feel like musically, Gunna, you can say, has, surpassed a lot. Not even just Thug, a lot of his peers in music, because he's dropping consistent, quality, good music. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reality of it too. Like, a lot of casual fans, a lot of civilians out here, bro, they don't care. Look, you dropping good music, bro. That's all we want to hear. But like, I do want to speak to Thug, because Thug, like I said, he is a legend, and he is one of the reasons why, and Gunna is in the position he is in now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's the main reason of his success, but he has a lot to do with that as well too. So like, shout out to Thug and the doors he's open for many artists. You feel me, like that? So I feel like I understand what Thug, his sentiment is, and what he be saying and stuff like that. I get it. But like, also just as far as music, just me musically speaking, bro, Gunna got it, bro. He been on, look, since Wanna, it's been hit after hit after hit, bro. It's just like, it's just undeniable, and that's just what it is, bro. Ain't no other way to say it. Like, honestly, and y'all let me know, cause me and my uncle had this debate for a minute. Me and Unc, I'm gonna tag you. Me and Unc had this debate for a minute. It was a good debate because I like both groups. I grew up on both groups. And him, he probably definitely know a little bit more than me as far as the group. But Bone Thugs and Harmony versus Migos, man, I feel like that's one of the toughest verses, and I feel like we might get to that. We might get to that verses. We might have to do the verses for y'all on Patreon. But y'all let us know, who would y'all have in the verses, bro? Like, I'm still intrigued about that Migos or Bone Thugs and Harmony. Both, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, a legendary, and for what they did in the space, bro, it's one-on-ones. But it get tricky. It get tricky, bro. We going hit after hit. But y'all already know, man, amazing episode of the Face on You podcast, man. Make sure you guys tap into the content, like, share, and subscribe. I'm here. Yes, sir.